Sukoon religious, moral, and spiritual intelligence scale. Intelligence is the skilled use of reason. It is a core mental ability necessary for adaptation in the socio-environmental context and for understanding the world appropriately. Intelligence relies on processing the information already available to mind. The result of this processing includes several outputs such as reasoning, planning, solving problems, thinking rationally, thinking abstractly, thinking creatively, comprehending complex ideas, learning quickly, learning from experience, discussing rationale, performing tests or tasks, acting purposefully, and dealing effectively with the environment, etc. Intelligence is developed through nature and nurture both. Humans differ in the levels of intelligence, and the ones whose intelligence is higher make their lives easier. Intelligence also helps a person to define goals in life. Studying intelligence is an important and interesting area for researchers. Literature reveals diversified propositions by earlier researchers in typifying intelligence. Spearman divided intelligence into general and specific abilities. Horn and Cattell divided intelligence into fluid and crystallized abilities. Sternberg typified intelligence into three categories, namely analytical, creative, and practical intelligence. Guilford proposed three aspects that are involved in the mechanism of intelligence. He labeled those aspects as content, cognitive processing, and outcomes. Gardner gave the idea of multiple intelligence comprising of 8 categories, i.e. linguistic, logical, spatial, musical, motor ability, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and naturalistic intelligence. Psychosocial health is a latest title for comprehending multiple and interlinked aspects of mental health and psychological well-being. Psychosocial health of a person comprises of the sexual, emotional, social, cognitive, environmental, religious, moral, and spiritual health. The latest theories of intelligence have proposed types of intelligence based on different domains of psychosocial health. Emotional intelligence is the ability to express and regulate emotions for intrinsic and extrinsic emotional satisfaction. It has been regarded an important area of intelligence by several theorists. Social intelligence is another type of intelligence that helps a person in being empathetic toward others and dealing with social situations. The awareness of social norms, social life, and social situations has been regarded essential for being intelligent. Situational awareness and situational response are the two main areas of social intelligence. Social intelligence has been thought important in forming the modern world. Sexual intelligence is a latest type of intelligence that refers to the ability to perceive, understand, and respond to sexual needs and desires in a personal and social context. It has also been regarded as an important area of intelligence. The developments in the theories of intelligence have also touched the religious, moral, and spiritual aspects of intelligence. However, these three aspects have not been constructed statistically. Religious intelligence, for example, has been viewed as a branch of cultural or social intelligence. Moral intelligence has been mostly mixed up with moral development of children and lacks scientific studies. Spiritual intelligence, on the other hand, has been considered as a confusing concept. It has been perceived as acting wisely in both the best and worst situations and to give meaning and context to our lives. Dr. Sukoon developed and validated a new scale on religious, moral, and spiritual intelligence through a series of 4 consecutive studies by involving 1512 participants. Religiosity has been referred to the practice of religion, the execution of religious behaviors, having religious beliefs, believing in God and participating in religious activities, etc. Religiosity is an important area of human life and cannot be neglected by psychology. It helps in prohibiting deviant or criminal behaviors within societies and promote prosocial behaviors. It also helps in uniting communities. The rationale of being religious has been linked with emotional satisfaction, cognitive satisfaction, and evolutionary adaptation. Religiosity can be based on intrinsic and as well as extrinsic motivational factors. Sukoon religious, moral, and spiritual intelligence scale contains 10 items on religious intelligence, i.e. religion gives meaning to life, religion makes us better human beings, religion is essential for life, there is a life after this life, religions teach peace and love, I strongly believe in my religious beliefs, I practice my religion wholeheartedly, I have a strong interest in understanding my religion, life is a test, and religions do not provoke violence. Morality is referred to one's personal and socially learned ability to understand what is right and what is wrong. Morality also refers to the standards of human virtue whereby moral principles indicate what is a good, virtuous, just, right, or ethical way for humans to behave. Morality develops in reaction to and in cooperation with environmental factors, supervision, cultural values, and religious beliefs. The outcome-oriented ethics theories predict that the outcome or the goal of one's actions dictates its integrity or rightfulness, and the process-oriented ethics theories maintain that the process used to arrive at an action decision predicts its rightfulness or integrity. Morality has been considered important in maximizing overall welfare, constraining from reciprocity, respecting property, desiring honesty, ensuring personal rights and freedoms, evaluating feelings, etc. Morality also helps in developing loyalty, obedience to authorities, and care for others. Psychologists often treat moral values as classic individual traits that consistently affect behavior across many situations, and that change only slowly over the course of a lifespan. Sukoon religious, moral, and spiritual intelligence scale contains 4 items on moral intelligence, i.e. I treat all humans equally, I am a kind person, I respect my elders, and I obey the authorities. Spirituality refers to transcendental experiences in finding the truth for getting closer to a sacred higher power or purpose. Spirituality helps in finding meaning in life, enhancing life satisfaction, reducing depression, and improving mental health and quality of life. Sukoon religious, moral, and spiritual intelligence scale contains 6 items on spiritual intelligence, i.e. I always take interest in spirituality, I love spirituality, humans are basically spiritual beings, I want to have metaphysical experiences in my life, I try to purify my spiritual self, and I feel myself harmonized with the entire universe. Sukoon religious, moral, and spiritual intelligence scale was developed and validated in the series of 4 consecutive studies. The newly developed scale has been found highly reliable and valid for further use. The findings of the 4 studies have revealed significant positive correlations of religious, moral, and spiritual intelligence with psychosocial health and its counterparts. Religious, moral, and spiritual intelligence had significantly inverse correlations with criminal tendencies. Religious, moral, and spiritual intelligence was also found to be a strong predictor for life satisfaction. Future researchers are advised to utilize this scale in diversified cultures and associate the constructs of religious, moral, and spiritual intelligence with other relevant psychosocial variables. Thanks for listening. To read the entire paper, kindly visit www.dersakoon.info.